What's up, guys? Welcome back to another edition of Cookin and Kickin with Mike. Glad to have you. Today, I've got a very special guest on. He's been one of my dear friends since about 8th grade. Not only is he a great friend, but he also runs his own food truck and soon-to-be restaurant. So I'm here to learn from him. I'm going to be the guest on his show today. Everybody welcome Justin Baker. And as always, we're getting the party started.
Never actually done this before.
Cheers! All right, Baker, talk us what you're doing today. Tell us what you're cooking.
Today we're making jalapeno poppers. I like to do them with wrapped in bacon, stuffed with cream cheese. It's pretty simple, easy, and everyone likes the taste of it. Or most everyone, unless you can't handle the heat.
And this is perfect for this edition, because this edition, we're doing fight night snacks. You got your friends coming over to watch the fights. We're helping you out. This is things that you can make. Super easy.
Super easy and normally pretty hard to mess up.
And what do you got there?
So here's a potato peeler I bought at like Walmart, but it's perfect shape for hollowing this out. So you just work it around, just like so, and then boom, it all just comes right out.
Holy cow, look at that.
Nice and easy.
That is perfect.
So
we're just going to be hollowing these out.
Yep, and then eventually we'll stuff them with cream cheese and then wrap them in bacon.
Okay. Now, are you pretty particular about the seeds? Like, do we need to go inside, rinse those out, or is it all right with some seeds?
It all depends on how much heat you want. If you don't want a lot of heat, I'd recommend washing them out.
Okay.
If you want heat, leave them in there.
Easy enough. Okay, what can I hear? How about I start chopping the heads, and then you can do the...
Oh, let's just do that.
There we go. I'll get them ready for you.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
So, tell me a little bit about your food truck. What's its name? Where can you be found?
So, it's not your typical deli, is our restaurant, but that's also the name of the food truck. And lately, we've been out at Legacy Sports Complex out in Queen Creek, Arizona.
So, if you're in the Arizona area, more particularly that East Valley,
yes,
go over and see my guy at Not Your Typical Deli.
Yeah. We had the best cookie in the state, voted for the last 5 years. Also, our pastrami is one of the top-rated pastrami sandwiches you can get in Arizona. Yeah.
And I can attest.
Yeah, as I say.
It was fantastic. We'll have to have them on for another time to show that.
But yeah, we're located in Gilbert, on Gilbert and Warner, across the street from the Civic Center. And we will be eventually looking into moving, possibly to downtown Gilbert, but we don't know that yet.
Downtown Gilbert is where we're trying to end up.
Yes.
Downtown Gilbert's booming. So if you're not from this area, that place is blowing up. So if you can get restaurant space down there, which they're trying to get approved of, that pretty much means you've made it as far as Gilbert goes.
Yeah, I would say so. All right.
Awesome. So we're almost done holding these. And do you need me to grab anything? It looks like
we need the cream cheese, yeah.
What kind of tools do we need to put in that cream cheese?
I like to use a butter knife.
A butter knife?
Yeah, and I just stick it in and fill it up with cream cheese.
All right, okay, so we're done with the hollowing part.
Yep.
Now it's time for the cream cheese insertion.
Yes, it's the easiest part, I think.
Okay.
Except for I can't open it. Good thing we have knives.
There we go. There she blows.
Yeah.
Gotta spread that like cream cheese, baby.
Ooh. So, this is all I do is I take a little piece like that.
Okay.
I push it right in. That's it. It's simple.
You do what?
A little bit up and push it in. Just kidding.
There we go. That's what she said.
Gotta fill her up with the cream. Cheese.
So, how'd you get into cooking?
I was always fascinated as a kid. I loved watching my mom cooked and my dad grilled.
Which I need to have them on the show. They're fantastic.
Yes, they both. I get my skills from them for sure. But yeah, I was always seemed like it was fun, and anyone who made good food, everyone always liked. So I was like, perfect. I'll just get good at making food.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. That's a good way to bring your friends together.
Yes.
Me and him are always bouncing recipe ideas off of each other.
A lot of cooking.
Yeah. We both enjoy it. That's one thing we've got in common. That and the booze.
Yeah. And the wrestling.
And the wrestling. That's not wrestling.
This is wrestling.
Look! This is wrestling! This! Mister, you better take your gay porn and walk right out of this bar.
Cheese.
Speaking of that, we picked up that bacon from the butcher that I get everything from, Jason Lee over at Lee Bones Meat Duster. This is a maple glazed bacon.
Yes.
So they brined it in maple syrup, and it should be awesome for this.
All right. So I like to go face down with about a 1/2 inch of bacon on the other side so I can wrap it and grab it. So I do it like this. So that way it stays on there as best as possible, and then you just roll it up. Normally I like to stick a toothpick in there, but that should work just like that.
We'll
Boom.
set that side down on the grill.
Yeah, and that should help it stick. And that's all you gotta do. Like I said, I'll show you again. It's super easy. Just go about 1/2 inch in, put that up, and then wrap.
That's what you call a 1/2 inch?
Yeah.
Anywhere between 450 and 500, right? That's
Yeah,
what you were saying?
yes. And the key is to not let the bacon burn. You want to get it on direct heat at first so you crisp the bacon up, but then we'll take it off direct heat and put it off to the side so that the pepper itself cooks on the inside and the bacon's crispy. Then obviously the cheese needs to be nice and warm.
Warm cheese.
Warm cheese. Hot cheese soup.
Hot cheese soup.
We'll put them right, like I said, right over the coals on the direct heat to start.
So you've got that set up for 2-zone cooking, right?
Correct.
You've got all the charcoal on one side.
Yep, on the right side
And
here.
that's what you're putting on first.
Yes, and we want to get the bacon nice and crispy, and then we'll move it over, and that will cook all of it all the way through.
Okay, about how long will it take, you think? Is it just to play it by...
It's a play it by ear, and it also depends. Like I know some people like their bacon a little more chewy, not so much crispy. You know, it's all opinion based, but I say about 5 to 10 minutes.
All right, guys, for this second one, we are making candied bacon onion rings. I know that kind of sounds like a weird concept, but guys, bacon is good on everything. So why the hell would we not put it on some onions, throw it on the low and slow smoker, and let that thing crisp up? So what we're gonna do, it's a real simple process. We're gonna chop up the onions, and we're just gonna take the big rings out of there. We're gonna end up wrapping it in this maple glazed bacon that we used in our previous recipe with our man Baker. We're gonna wrap those around. It'll normally be about 2 pieces per onion ring. And then when it gets close to done, we're gonna throw on this Lee Bones Bourbon Peach Grill Sauce, baby. Nice and sweet. Oh, and even before we do that, when we're done wrapping, we're gonna throw this TD Brew barrel-aged bourbon. It's got like 4 different types of sugar in here, guys. This is a sweet rub. It tastes like candy. So we're gonna end up seasoning the outside of our onion rings with that. We've got a Green Mountain Grill smoking. It's already up to temp. We're cooking at about 250. It'll take anywhere between an hour, hour and a half to get that bacon nice and rendered down, crispy. We're gonna sauce it up, and you'll see us in a little bit. But let's start with the prep. So let's get these onions chopped. And nothing too crazy about this. Literally, guys, I just want about 1/2 inch thick rings. And this is, holy cow, well, I jacked that one up. Never mind, don't use that one. Look at that, we're gonna end up getting 2 out of this. Big onion rings. So we can set those aside. And then watch, guys, just nice and simple. We're just gonna wrap this around. And nice and tight, guys. You want this nice and tight so it's not moving and you're just overlapping just by about 1/4 inch on each one until we end up getting about, let's see, we made it about halfway through. So yep, like I said, guys, it's gonna end up being about 2 pieces per onion. Maybe if you get a big boy, it's 3, but I don't see anybody getting too mad about having too much bacon. Guys, this is an awesome tailgate treat. Nobody will dislike that. If they dislike it, you send them home anyways, or they don't need to be at your tailgate. When you're watching the UFC or Bellator fights, when you're watching me fight, you cook some of these bad biscuits up for your friends, and they're gonna love you forever. If I don't have any for my wife when she gets home, I'm gonna be sleeping out on the couch. And let me tell you, our couch is not as comfy as our bed. All right, guys, so we've got our bacon all rolled up. You know, we got enough for the 2 of us plus my wife. So we're gonna start these, before I throw them on the smoker, we're gonna use this TD Brew's barrel-aged bourbon, guys. Like I said, it's got a crap ton It's got a crap ton of sugar in there, so it's gonna caramelize nice. Okay, so we're just gonna get this just kind of heavily coated, guys. On all sides. I want all sides of this bad boy to be coated. Make sure that bacon's tucking in there. There we go. Guys, this is gonna be awesome. Who doesn't like sweet bacon, right? Like I said, we're making bacon donuts. Or not, I said, I'm not taking credit for it. Like Baker said, these are bacon donuts.
That's exactly what they look like. And they're gonna be delicious.
And we're gonna let these sweat out a little bit before we throw them on the smoker. I want that rub to really adhere to these. All right, so like I said, we're gonna let these adhere. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Oh!
Oh,
No!
it shattered it.
I was so scared this was gonna happen.
How did that happen? What did you do?
I literally just went.
Great. Look at that color and the crispiness. Cheese is still in there. The pepper's actually pretty cooked. We might not even need to do these for very long in the indirect heat. But we'll move them all over real quick. And remember, the reason we're taking them off the direct heat is so we don't burn the bacon, but we also want the pepper to get really cooked and broke down, and that's where all the flavor will be. That's getting hot. Woo! All right, now that it's off the direct heat, we'll close that and let that go just for a few minutes longer, anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes, and then they should be done, ready to eat.
All right, they should be ready to pull off now.
Oh yeah, so set them right over here. So now that they've sat in the indirect heat, the pepper should be done. You can see cheese is flying everywhere. That's a good sign, nice and melted. It's got good color on the bacon, and it's not burnt. You know, it's not gonna have that gross charcoal burnt taste. It's actually fully cooked, even a little undercooked on some spots, but I like that personally. I like a rubbery bacon. And that's it. And that's simple, easy recipe for tailgating, parties, anything, and you can knock out 25 of them and everyone, oh, especially fighting. MMA, that's my favorite. I like to watch Hezbollah and Mikey fight.
All right, guys, we finally took these things off. We've let them chill for about 10 seconds because I've got a sensitive mouth and everything seems to burn it. So now it's time to dig in.
Yeah. Grab that one right there. Oh, yeah, look at that. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's good.
Crispy bacon on the outside and nice soft warm cream cheese on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly perfect.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want it to taste like.
Oh man, I could eat a shit ton of these.
I could eat these all day, every day.
They are half hot.
Ha-ha.
I did not wait long enough.
Your cheese is still a little hot.
When you make something that's good, it's hard to let it rest. Give it a little blow. Come on, chill out.
Oh yeah.
Candy donuts to be done, or the bacon donuts, whatever the hell we're calling them this time. Can't wait for the bacon donuts to be done. We're gonna go inside, enjoy this, watch some South Park, drink a few beers. We'll catch you in a little. All right, guys, so our bacon donuts have been on the Green Mountain Grill, sitting at 250 for about hour 10, hour 20-ish. I don't know, I haven't really checked my clock. I've been busy drinking beer with my buddy, but they look good enough. So we're gonna take those things off and we're gonna get them sauced up. We're gonna get them sauced up with this Bourbon Peach Barbecue Grill Sauce. It's super sweet. It's also got a same bourbon flavor as the seasoning that we used before, that barrel-aged bourbon from TD's Brew and Barbecue. So it's gonna be a really nice complimentary sauce for it. We're just gonna get those sauced up. We're gonna put them back on, let it kind of tack up. We don't want it to be runny, right? Just enough to kind of tack up and get that flavor for about 10 minutes. We'll take them out. We're gonna get ready to eat. Okay, so we're gonna get these sauced up. As I get these sauced up, My sous chef over here, Baker, is gonna get them thrown back on. So guys, super easy. Like I said, it doesn't need to be anything crazy. We're just gonna get a nice thin layer on it all. Okay, make sure you flip it over. And we're just making sure all sides are covered. All right guys, and like I said, about 10 minutes on, just enough to tack up, and we're gonna get ready to eat. All right guys, so I'm taking these off now. It's been about 10 minutes. I'm gonna take them off, we're gonna let them sit. They don't need to rest, but I'm trying to eat these things, so I need them to cool off a little bit. All right guys, so we let our bacon donuts rest for a little bit, and I shouldn't even say rest, because they didn't need to rest. We just kind of let them cool down so that they're edible for us and not gonna scorch our mouths. We got some beers here that we've been drinking on because, like I said, these are a fight night snack. These are for the pregame, these are for the fight, these are for a good time. Bring these to your potlucks, bring these over when people are getting the fights. It'll be a great dish, super easy to make. So in review, all we did was chop up onion, keep the big rings, wrap about 2 pieces of bacon around it. We seasoned it with our TD Brews Bourbon Aged seasoning, which is pretty much a sugary seasoning. We threw it on at 250, let it cook for about an hour, 20 minutes. Glazed it in that peach bourbon sauce from Lee Bones Fine Meat. Let it chill, and we're ready to go.
Yeah.
All right, hey, you do me the honors. You never had these before.
Yeah.
Let's see what you think.
Let's see. Oh yeah.
Tasty?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna go in and grab me this long, skinny one.
That's good.
Oh man,
Crispy.
the onion's got a little bite to it too.
Mm-hmm. I love the seasoning and the sauce. It's fantastic.
It's literally candied bacon.
Yeah, I can't go wrong.
Oh my god, that is delicious. Uh-oh. Don't do what I do. Do not leave the skin on. That's right, we got rid of it quick. So to end on things, tell everybody where they can find you. Tell them a little bit about your restaurant business.
Yeah, so like I said earlier, we're on Gilbert and Warner, across the street from the Civic Center, right next to the Regal movie theater. We're open Tuesday through Saturday. You can also find the food truck out at Legacy Sports Complex. A big part of our business, and something that we like to talk about because I think it's a big part of our community, is we like to give opportunities to adults with special needs. So
Oh, that's awesome.
A lot of our employees have autism or are in some way special needs, and we give them an opportunity and a job, give them a chance to succeed.
That's perfect. Guys, so not only are you going to support my good friend Justin Baker, but by supporting his company, you're going to be supporting that equal rights movement and giving people with special needs jobs. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But hey, before we wrap it up, guys, remember, like my channel, subscribe to it, please. Share this video if you feel obligated enough to, and pass it on to everybody else. And also, guys, give this recipe a try. It's awesome. It's easy. The two of us are making it, so you know it's not overly complicated. But as always, guys, I had a blast. Thank you for showing up.